Alright, welcome back everyone. I didn't expect that this video we were going to start with something so deep already, but that's just the kind of mood that I'm in right now. Today's topic is going to be closure. Closure is something I feel that every human kind of wants to get in some situations, whether it's breakups, it's friendships, or even it could just be the death of someone or a scenario that just suddenly ended that you didn't expect. A good example of that is the death of my grandmother. This happened about 11 years ago. I was young, maybe 11, 12. I remember something that she said to me before I knew she had cancer. I hope one day that I will be able to dance at your wedding. At the time, I just kind of blew that off. I didn't take any note because I didn't know that her death would happen so soon. And I feel like I always had blown off my relationship with my grandmother when I was younger. I never took the time to actually talk to her, to get to know her. This very much left me feeling extreme sadness because I didn't even know she had cancer until near the end. And then there are some other instances too. The one that actually inspired me to make this video is high school. So I happened to graduate during the year of COVID-19. And as we all know, the way that ended was with everyone pretty much not being able to go to school. I decided not to go to graduation. So I pretty much had half of my last year of high school taken away from me. And there were a lot of people that I just never talked to again after that. Obviously, there were a lot of people I was close with. I don't know, we could say maybe 10, 15 people I talked to after, at least somewhat. And maybe 3 to 5 that I still talk to now. But the vast majority of people, there are so many people that meant a lot to me, and I just never got the chance to really follow up to say, hey, let's keep in touch, that kind of thing. So there's a lot of people that I just never got to say goodbye to. Teachers too. Like there are 2 teachers that wrote my letters of recommendation, and they were such awesome teachers. One of them, she had like an email list she could keep in touch, and I don't know why, but at the time I decided not to put my email on that list. And that's something I regret. The other teacher, I've always wanted to go back and see her. She very much influenced everything that I done to this day. She was awesome. She retired that year, and now I have no way of contacting her. I swear I'm not bad at this game. I don't know what the heck I was doing thinking that I could just do that. I was too focused on what I was saying. Alright guys, head down. We got the stuff back. But anyways, after school, the last thing I was going to talk about is breakups and friendships. I haven't been in that many relationships. One day she drunk texted me. She said that she still liked me, and I was like, I think you should probably message me once you wake up and you are sober. She woke up, and I was like, hey, how you doing? Doing okay? And I was blocked, and that's the last contact I have had with her. Someone is such an important part of your life. They say something like they still like you, especially when they're the one who broke up with you. And that gives you hope of something happening. Then they block you and you realize that they think whatever amount of likeness that they have for you, it is not worth it. So that's one that hurt me for a while. I'd message her every few days like, I'm sorry, I really should have made sure that you didn't say that. Pretty much messaged her every week after that for a long time. Like, hey, I understand things happened. I'd really like to still be friends. I just wanted the closure, or hey, can we at least talk one last time, maybe? And she never answered, and I was like, come on, please give me the closure. And I never got that. Then I had another ex. Things didn't end that well, and I said I'd like to apologize for some things. And I said it 1 month after, 6 months after, 1 year after. I was just ignored every time, and I was like, I don't get it, man. Why don't you want the closure? It's when I realized something. Closure, for the most part, isn't real. That's not to say that sometimes you can get closure, sometimes it feels good, but the vast majority of time, closure isn't what's going to make you feel better or really what you need at all. I've done a lot of research on closure and stuff, especially before I made this video. I wanted to see, and psychologists say that, oh god. Anyways, back to closure. And I realized something, and that's that we all want happy endings, and that's oftentimes, I think, why we seek out closure. Please don't. Oh no, there's a cactus. Oh, I bet a lot of my stuff went in the cactus. We don't crit him. Okay, we just go like that. Oh god. No. Can't crit. Yep, you can crit. I just wasn't aiming at the hitbox, right? So I saw all these people saying closure isn't real, this and that, so I thought, what can I do then in all these situations? And I started to look at them one by one. My grandmother, I just tried to A, live a life that my grandmother would be proud of, and B, I've realized that I do have some remaining grandparents still, and that even in my older age, I'm not doing that much better with them than I was with my grandmother when I was younger. So I've tried to realize I can't undo what was done with my grandmother, but maybe I can put in some more effort with my other grandparents that are still alive and make sure that I'll feel as though I did good once they're gone. For the relationships, I need to realize that big part of the closure, being on good terms, it doesn't really matter. It's not like it's going to change anything that happens. There were good times and there were bad times too. I've acknowledged that I've grown from that, and I know they all in their hearts know that they have too. So I feel like if I've made one attempt, I've said I'd like to apologize, then I think that's as much good faith as you really need to do. And a big thing too is just forgetting about it. And that might sound kind of weird, but that's just kind of the truth, honestly. Like, if you keep thinking about all these things every day, I need closure on this, I need closure on that, you're never going to move on. Sometimes just getting it out of mind is the best thing that you can do. Because once you stop thinking about these things every day, and you stop seeking the closure, that's when things honestly get a lot better, I feel. So that's kind of what I've done. I've stopped thinking about all these exes, all these friends. I've said, doesn't really matter what I do. Even if I do talk to them again, it's honestly just going to bring up more bad memories and it's not going to fix anything. So I'm going to say, c'est la vie. That's life. And move on. That's really all I can do. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. And I will be responding to all comments at least as long as I can. And thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Have a great rest of your day, guys.